So like I told you, to create a website, we have to get the host and domain. So since we are going to do it for free, so we have to take this off. Should in case probably you want to have your website, you have to pay for the host, then you can use HostGator because this is the site that I use to host my website. But since we are not using it, so let's take it off. Okay, so this is it. You get against your hosting, write infinityfree.com. We are using Infinity Free to get free host.
Infinity free.
Yes. So against like host, write Infinity Free so that you can yeah. Host the website to get free host. Get infinityfree.com. Are we done? To get free domain, freenom.com. All right. So even before you get started, you should have a Gmail account. So I will be creating through this session. I will be creating a website for Technovation Impact for the very first time. So I will be using our Gmail account. So even before you get started, you should have a Gmail. I guess we know how to create a Gmail account, right? I think it is very easy, right? You know how to create Gmail. Gmail, you have to gmail.com. All right, but let's go. We'll do that later. So you should have a Gmail account. The first thing is how to get your domain, that is find a free domain. So for me, so here you have to click here, and you write the domain that you want. So let's say, for example, technovationimpact.com. So I'll write like Technovation Impact. That is it. Are we okay? And you check availability. All right, here we are. I don't know if should I start or I should start again. Did you guys see what I did? When you to get your free domain name, you have to go to infinityfree.com. There you have to type in and do availability, check availability. You are checking availability to see whether somebody else is not using the same domain. So because somebody else is not using, then here we are, then we can get our free domain name. I don't know if do we understand what I'm saying? I would like if you can answer yes instead of mm-hmm. Mm-hmm sounds like yes.
So let me ask.
Yes.
So you during this other process, you are not considering your Gmail account, right? You're just going strictly to the search bars and
we are going to use the Gmail. We are going to use the Gmail, but when the time comes, you will know. Let's just hold on here. So here we are getting the free domain now. Mind you, I told you we have to get free domain, free host, and then we get our website running, right?
Yes.
So we are on the process of getting the free domain. So we have a whole lot of free domain here that you can get. So for me, I'm going to use GA. Like you can see here, if you want to use .com, you have to pay $8. You want to use .net, you have to pay $6. .org, you have to pay $9, and so on. So let's try. This is free, and so I'm using .ga. So you find out at the end of the day, you will see technovationImpact.ga. So anytime you type in ga.ga, then you can go to our website. So and then you click check it now. Yes.
So it's okay. Let me bring in a scenario of like you open an email. When you're searching for your domain name, is it like when you're trying to open your email and then they're asking you to suggest a username and then you see there
Yes,
are
it's
options.
the same thing here.
So when that option does not exist, you can choose.
You can choose
what is new.
the available options here.
Okay.
But for us, we don't have any other option. So that is why we are going straight. So now we've checked availability and we can have technovationImpact.ga. So you go check in. Check in and check out. Have you seen the step? You first have to check in, selected, and then you check out. Here we are. So once you are here, at this point, you have to merge your hosting and your domain name. It means you have to bring them together. So in doing that, you need to hold on. Since you are here, don't press continue. Then this is the host site, and you sign up for your host. You sign up. Here we are. So since I'm using Technovision Impact email account, so I just have to copy, and I paste. Then you can select your password. Here we are. And here we go. And here we go. So for you to get a free host and free domain, it means you have to merge your hosting process with the domain. If not, they are going to charge you. So how you do it, you have to go to your hosting and get some information, but I'm going there and show you. So here we are. You have to sign up at Infinity Free. Then they'll send you a message which you have to confirm. That is why you should have a Gmail account. So this is a message. So here we go, and you verify your email. Verify your email. So you guys really have to pay attention. If not, if you miss one step, it's going to be difficult for you. Do you have any? Yes, I'm seeing your watching pattern. Do you have any question?
Maybe how to get to the Infinity Free to be on the
So to create a website, in the first place, you need to open a tab for infinityfree.com. You open another tab for freedom.com. So you should open like 2 tabs. So here we are, and then you go new account. New account, and then I told you we have to merge your host and you merge your domain name. So this site, Infinity Free, is the hosting site. So we have to go back. Let's close this. We have to go back to the domain site and get this information. Have we seen? We just copy. The video will be available to you. Don't worry. Just type it here. And search. So this is the information I will need. Let me start again. Look up. Use look up. This is the hosting site. This is the hosting site. So imagine your host and your domain. You need to this is your hosting site and take some information. So for you to get it, you have to click learn more. Have you seen? Are we? Let me start again. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. When you've created an account on infinityfree.com, the first thing you say is this. So there is a particular information here that you have to take to the domain name. If not, they will have to charge you. They will tell you to pay for the domain. So to get that particular information, you have to step here, a little bit here, and tap and go to learn more. Have you seen? And this is the information. So you copy this, the first one, and you go back to your domain name. So that is it. So in the first place, this is for 3 months. So if you want it for 1 year, just so we are going for a year. So you check on use DNA. DNA. Use your own DNA. So the information that we copied there, we have to paste the first one here. Paste, and you come again here. Second one. Go back and paste. So far, is this okay? Before you press continue, in getting your free host, your free domain, you have to merge your host information with your domain name. If not, they will charge you for the domain. If we had just pressed continue, a particular session will open where they will ask you to fill in your MasterCard information, which means they will have to charge. So because we've gotten this information and it's here, you find out that it's going to be free. So this is how you get your free domain name. I don't know if I have to repeat this step, because if you miss this step, then they are going to charge you. So this is where the whole thing about free websites, free this is where it is. How you can match your host and your domain, how you can bring them together. So let me start again. Let me start something. So this Infinity Free is where you can get your free host. They are going to host your website for free. So for them to host your website for free, there is a particular information that you have to take from here to your domain site. So at first, if you open infinityfree.com, this is what you will see. And for some people, when they open it, they will not even know that there's particular information here. Are you understanding? Sometimes when people go to Infinity Free, they will end up paying for Infinity Free to host them. So for you to bypass that step, there is a particular information here that you have to copy and then you take it to. So for you to get that information, you have to move down a little bit here and you go learn more. So this is where you find the information. If you miss this, then they are going to charge you. So this is the information. Then you copy the first one, you copy the second one. For the rest, we'll have another section where we'll have to paste them. But for now, we're going to use the first and the second. So is this okay? So this is what we did. So this is why we have. So this is why we are here. And then you will continue. So I press continue. If you fail to do this, they will charge you. And here we are. If we hadn't included the information there, you'll find out that you'll see some kind of cost there. But because we added the information, that is why you are seeing 0000 USD. So it means they're not going to charge us. They're not going to pay anything for the website. Is this clear?
No.
And this is why most times when we meet people to say, create a website for me, they will say, they will charge you, it's a huge amount. And this is because they themselves have to pay. to a third party. So sometimes when you give them the money, sometimes they will not even go to the third party again. If the person knows how to do this, that's if he knows, they will not even go to the third party, just give the money to so. So because we included the information, that is why we are here, and we have 0000, nobody is charging us. And so we have to create an account just like we did for Infinity Free. So because we are using Technovation Impact, so I'm here again at Technovation Impact to complete the email. Then you go back and you paste the email. Here we go and verify my email. I'll be saying.
Yeah.
So if you already have an account, you will just sign in. So because we don't have an account with them, so we have to create a new account. You've sent, so let's check the email. So we need to confirm. So let's check the email. So here we are. So mind you, when we created an account on Infinity Free, they sent an email which we have to confirm, right? So for if we nominate, we are going to do the same. So we confirm here. So you just click on this link. That is it. So this is why I told you you should have a Gmail account even before you start creating a website, because there are information that you have to confirm in your email. Don't worry, the session will not last for more than 2 hours. It is very. So here we are. So here we are. So once you've confirmed the email, once you've clicked on the link here, another tab will open where you have to fill in this information, just like how you are creating, let's say, a Facebook account. So here we are, and it is still free. So if you hadn't included the information, you'll be seeing $80, $9 here. So because we included the information, that is why it's free. So, Masa, I'm using your name. This is correct, right?
Yes.
Massa. Why H? Why you don't know? GULU, right? This is correct, right?
Yeah.
So the company name, and you do the same. Technovation Impact, and the address, let's just use Liberia. What's your code here? 00231. Where? This is where? So this is it, and your password. So I'm using the same password for the email, you know, right? So you can create your own password. And you do the same here. And you tap, I have agreed, and you complete order. Have we, is this okay? So once in creating an account on the freedom.com, they will send a confirmation email. So you have to confirm. Once you've confirmed, it will automatically take you to this point where you have to fill in all this information. And From here, you can complete your order for free. So order is so hold this order. Error code. The phone number is invalid.
Yeah, I saw something like email or somewhere.
Phone number. It should not be that. What's the number?
777.
We already have 2317. Another 7. Yes.
Another 7.
We have 77. Another. Okay.
9.
Yes.
1.
Yeah.
883.
8.
83. 883. Okay.
This is correct. Is this correct?
Yeah.
And you click the link. So you type in the name here. 319. And you have to agree and complete. So the order is complete. So we've completed the order, and this is how. So we are done. Now we have somebody. So we should wait for you,
Yes.
or should we continue?
Just one minute.
So we are done. You can close this. Let's go to the other. Let's wait for this guy. Yeah, it's on. So please look up. So we have completed the order. So now we have our domain name for free, which is the confirmation impact of the GA, which is completely free. So if you check it, they will send a confirmation in a moment. But we'll check it later. So from here, you have to go to your administrative site, which is going to lead you to the website itself. So this is just, that's why I told you we have to go through 4 phases. One, to get your domain name for free, and we've done that. Now we are going for the hosting, then we start designing the website. So this is done, so let's go to the administrative. So we need to sign in again. So here we go. Let's copy. Do you guys know why I have been copying this email? Can anybody tell?
Yes, because basically they're going to be sending you information
Yes,
back
that
to
is
this
it.
email.
So in doing that, you have to create your own Gmail first
Yes.
because they'll be sending you information.
So the Gmail you create will be like the same to me, your name you use or your Gmail.
No, you can have your Gmail and then you can have your domain.
Your own personal Gmail.
You can use your own personal Gmail. This is the Gmail for the innovation of plan. But you can use your own personal Gmail. Let's say, for example, and one thing I want to challenge all of you, by the end of this week, or let's say probably next week, I want you guys to create a website for yourself. I have a website for myself. That is forwardkane.g. When you go there, you can find information. So I'm challenging you guys to create a website for yourself. So by doing so, you will get to learn. You understand? So by next week, you guys have to post the website name in the WhatsApp group and we can check it out together to see if there are corrections to make also. It is an open challenge. Alright? So let's go. So we have to copy this and go back. Paste here. And the password is login. So remember me later. So here we are. So it is still loading. So let's go now. So here we are. Save this. So the next time, each time you see save password, go ahead and save. So the next time you want to log in, you don't have to type in anything. You just log in. So it's saved. So the last step here, you have to go to service, my domains, start again. Service, my domain, manage domain, management tools, name server, and here we are. So this is the last step. Once we are done with this, you know there's this information we have 5 here, right? And when we started creating the free domain name, we only used 2, so it means it remains 3. So the thing is, if you fail to include the remaining 3 here, when you go there to create your free domain, your free host, you have to pay. So in margin, you have to use all the information. So we don't have to move here again for this because it is already here. So just copy here. Copy and paste. And paste. So because we are having 2, instead of 2, this should be what? 3. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing. We are copying. Yeah. Mind we use 2, and that is why we are having 2. So we need to include the remaining, right? So I'm just copying the 2. Let me just copy it and show one and place it here. So because this is 5, name server 5, here should it be 2? It should be 5. So you just delete and write 5. So because this is 4, it should not be name server, so it should be 4. You do the same here. This should be what? And we are done. And you just save. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You confirmed and you save. So it is saved. So we don't have anything to do with this. You can even close it and then you go ahead and start doing what you want to do. So let me repeat again. So for you to get to where we were, so you have to move to service, my domains. Are we saying?
Yeah.
Then you hold on. My domain, manage domain, management tools, name server. But we've already done it, so we don't need to do anything. Then save. Yes, saved. So the last thing you do, just copy this. I don't like typing, that is why I'm just copying. You copy, and this is the end for the domain name. We are done with this. So throughout our session, we'll now be using Infinity Free, which is the host. So since we are here, mind you, we've copied this, our website. Now we are here to create a free host for the website. So you are not going to move here again, custom domain, where you copy the information. Just close this and move here. Use a free domain. So let's check in. Let's try this one. Let's try this here. Here we are done. So please note, when you want to merge your website, your domain name, in the first place I use what? Use a subdomain, and it's refused. So you have to try the next one, which is the custom domain. Sometimes if you try the custom domain, it will not allow you. Then you have to go and use the subdomain. So you just have to interchange. If one did not work, the other will work. So I'm a robot. And create account. You go your name, create. We are done. So we now have the free domain, and we now have the free host. So I told you in creating a website, it goes through 4 steps, which is host and domain. So you can just tick on host and domain for you to know that we are done. So the next thing is what? Installing WordPress. So installing WordPress, that is why I said you can even close this, close Infinity Free because you don't have any use for it again. You can close it. You close this as well. And you close this. So we'll be using Infinity Free until we are done. Okay? So the next is what? Install WordPress. So installing WordPress, the next step is to move to your control panel. This is where you have the WordPress software, which you have to install on your computer. So if you don't have WordPress on your computer, it is not possible for you to design your website. So for you to design, you have to install the WordPress software on your computer. So for you to install it, we are using Infinity Free. Just go to open control panel. This is your C panel. This is where we're going to install the WordPress. So look up. Yes, look up. Open. So in the next 1 hour, we are done. So you wait until it is done loading. If not, you get things complicated. So you hold it. So can anybody tell me why this number is here? So this is telling us that people have created 24,354,518 free websites. So we are the 24 million, and I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So I think yes, they have about 24,354,518. So we are the 18 people to have a free host on their website. So that is what I mean. But you don't have to write that down. Don't worry about it. So it is still loading. I'm going to press approve. All right, let's go approve. So after it is done loading, you just have to press approve, and it will take you to the panel where you have to install your WordPress. It's kind of slow because of the internet, but let's just. Thanks, the panel will now load. So until you press approved before the panel will load. So let me check if I'm still recording it. Yes, it is. So by the end of the session, I will provide a video. It's still recording. Then if anybody needs this software, I can give it to you. This is OBS software. It is a software you use to do screenshots tutorials. It can capture your face while you're talking, and of course it has a sound. You can get it for free. I got it for $16. Yes, online. So I can give it to you for free now. And then, but it will come a time when you get to use it. So let's hold on. It is still loading. The panel is still loading. It's loading. It's loading. Here we are. So for you to install your WordPress, please you need to look up. To install your WordPress, there's a particular software here that you have to install first before you install your WordPress. So now we are looking for the software. There's around. This is it. So here we go. We install the soft killers app installer.
But the video will go all this.
Yeah, the video is going to cover everything. So let's just move. So click on it. So here we go. So you have to install the soft killers software before you get to WordPress. So this is WordPress. So you click on WordPress. Don't just press install. Click on WordPress. All the information that you need to find. Click on install. Here we have. Sometimes when when you're about to install WordPress, sometimes you'll find it here. So you have to increase it to 5. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Sometimes you find it at any point. You have to increase it to the highest, which is 5 to 2. And sometimes again, when you want to install WordPress, you will not find segregation impact, which is your domain. So it means you have to type in your domain. But most times when you want to install it, you'll find it. Should in case. So you have to include that before you install WordPress. If you fail to do it, then you have some technical issues when you want to design. So we should take note of that. So 5.2 is still good. So let's direct you again. Sometimes if you are about to install WordPress, you find some few writings here. The only thing you need to do is to remove all the writings. Nothing should be here. Okay? So here again, your site name. So you write your site name. Site description. What's the description? We wrote something like, what is this about? Just one statement that we should put here. One technology sustainable world, I think we have something like that. One tech sustainable world. You remember, right? One tech. And then the username will be technovision like that. So you can create your own username. Technovision impact. And password. Use your own password. Was English. Press install. Let's check. Okay, this is it. So from here, you have to fill in all this information. And one thing you should take note of: there should always be 2.22, 2.2.2.2, and here should be HTTP. Sometimes when you want to install WordPress, you will not find your domain name, so you have to type in your domain name. Don't write anything here. And sometimes when you want to install WordPress, you will find something like numbers here. Just delete everything. So we should take note of this. But the video will capture everything, so don't worry about that. Our website name, I think this is that for impact. Website name is definitely.
In the description, we have one text
Impact. One tech.
sustainable.
Yeah, thank you. So from here, you type in your admin name, you type in your password, and you install WordPress. Here we go. WordPress is now installing. So if you don't have WordPress on your computer, you will not be able to design your website. Of course, we've already created the domain name for free and of course the host. So now you have to install WordPress for you to get started. WordPress is now installed. WordPress is installed. Let's pay attention. Even though it is installed, like sometimes when you install your software on your computer, you see something like this. But WordPress is installed in your computer, but you will not find anything like this. So now the question is, how can you get to your WordPress? So how can you get to here we are? So for you to get to WordPress, you have to just copy this. And for this, you have to copy it once. And once you've done it, each time you want to go there, you just so you copy this and you open a new tab. Open a new tab and then you paste it. So for you to go to WordPress, HTTP segmentation impact.ga, right? Then wp/admin. From here, it will take you to your WordPress. So mind you, when installing WordPress, you have to remember the username and the password you used. So the username was Technovation Impact, and the password was around 2019. And you click on remember, so you don't have to do it again each time you want to.